Hey guys, what's up? It's Gillian. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am sharing with you guys 10 things I wish I knew before going to college. This video is kind of like a freshman advice type of thing, but I want to put out there that this is solely based on my experience my freshman year. These are things I've learned. These are things I wish I knew. These are things I hope that will help you in the future when you go to college or if you're already in college. But before I get on into the video, make sure you're subscribed to my channel by clicking that button down below. And yeah, let's just get on into it. So I have like a little note sheet here, so if I'm looking down a lot, it's because I'm looking at my note sheet. To start off, the number one thing I wish I knew was how hard the transition is into college. Now, I knew it was going to be hard and that it was going to be different, but when I actually experienced it, it was a lot harder than I thought it'd be. First semester was really tough. I got homesick all the time. I would say the first 2 or 3 weeks were really good. I was moving into my dorm, getting used to my classes, meeting new people. But then I slowly realized that I was away from home. I wasn't near my parents. I didn't have my dogs with me. There's all these new people around me, and I just got really overwhelmed, and I would call my parents every night crying. It's not that common to not be homesick. Everyone goes through it. They may handle it differently. They may not express it as much, but yeah, so transitioning is really hard because you're going from high school where you live at home and you go to school 8 to 2, 8 to 3. You go to school with all these people that you've grown up with for the most part, and then all of a sudden all of that's taken away from you and you start from scratch. Now that may seem harsh, but I'm just telling you how it is. That's what happens when you go away to college. My second advice or whatever, this kind of combines with my third one as well, and that's that you are not alone. And what I mean by that, I found myself finding it hard to make friends, and I also felt like a lot of people around me found their friend group really fast. But then I slowly figured out that wasn't the case. I thought that I was like the only one who didn't have a friend group really. It took me like 3 or 4 months to actually figure out who my friend group was. So if you feel like you don't have friends and everyone else does, you're wrong. Everyone goes through that feeling, has that feeling, and you just have to be patient and just be able to accept the friends that you do make and not see them as just convenient friends. Alright, moving on. Number 4 tip is don't expect to be best friends with your roommate. Sometimes it works out for some people in that sense. Other times you may not even say hello to your roommate. My friends didn't talk to their roommates at all and didn't really have a friendship with them. Me and my roommate, we had a good relationship. We talked almost every night before we went to bed, talk about our day or just things that have happened throughout the week. Now, we would go some days without really talking to each other, but that tends to happen. Alright, number 5 is I wish I would have known how critical time is. All of first semester, I spent maybe 18 hours a day dedicated to school and homework, and that was not good. Second semester, I did figure out time management a little bit better, balancing between homework and free time, but you need to remember that you are at college to go to school, but at the same time, college is still the time to hang out with friends, to go to the movies, to go to parties and all that stuff. Time management is very difficult. It's very different from what you managed in high school. And it's kind of hard to explain, but once you're really in the college atmosphere, you'll kind of get a sense of what I'm talking about. So the 7th thing I wish I knew before going to college, and I watched a lot of these videos before going to college to figure out like what I needed to pack, what I needed in a dorm, what to expect sort of thing. And what a lot of people say and what I can say now is how many clothes you pack and bring to school. I'm not kidding. I didn't wear like half the clothes I brought to school. I did not realize that at my school, at least, the freshmen earn so many free t-shirts that it's crazy. Or I got the t-shirts from the clubs that I joined or from my dance team. Like, it's insane how many clothes I accumulate over the year. So my tip to all of you is to not bring so many clothes. Alright, my 8th tip is how important it is to communicate with your professors and advisors. At my school, I have one advisor, and she is honestly such a sweet lady. You really need to communicate with that person, especially if you need help like figuring out scheduling or how to communicate with a professor or just getting advice. And then professors want you to succeed. Now, it may not seem like it sometimes, like they may seem really intimidating or their course seems intimidating, but if you truly need help, go to your professor's office hours and ask for help. Now, the 9th thing I wish I knew, and I'm still like really stressed about this, is the importance of credit hours. I do wish I took more AP classes and that I tried a little bit harder in like studying for those tests, because those credit hours go towards when I can register for classes. So credits, take them seriously, because you don't want to be stuck in like a 5 p.m. class or an 8 a.m. class, and you don't want to get stuck with all those weird courses that no one wants to take, but you have to because everything else is taken. Alright, I'm on my 10th and final advice, and that is that change happens when you go to college. Not just like you're moving away from home and having to become an adult and take on a lot of responsibility. Yes, that's a big change, but you as a person will change so much. I also just have matured in my mental thinking and how I look at certain things, how I look at people. I have come to realize who my true friends really are, what I'm looking in a friend. My personality has definitely changed. I also found that you cannot compare yourself to others. That's a big thing that I struggle with, is I constantly compare my situation to another person's, and that's not healthy. And you really, it's all about accepting what you have. And there are moments that I do compare myself to others still, but that's the part of growing and becoming an adult and taking on that responsibility. That is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it useful. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Again, make sure you're subscribed down below so you know when I upload another video. But anyways, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, rest of your week, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.